You can hear me. Hello there. Welcome to the Champions League Draw live stream. Guys are doing watch along here on Glasgow Rangers Nation, looking to see who Rangers are going to draw in the third qualifying round of the competition. Thanks to many of you joining me this morning for this watch along to see who we have got. Let's have a quick look through the live chat just to get us started. John Lammy in the live chat there with a fantastic Todd Cantwell picture says, "Morning Bears, what we thinking? I've got a feeling we'll draw Sturm Graz." Obviously, we've got a bit of a history with Sturm Graz. More of that in a moment. John Lammy asked me who I'd like. I said Graz or Dnipro, as Dnipro won't be allowed to play at home for obvious reasons. They are playing currently in Slovakia. That's where they are currently playing. Callum C, love his optimism. Fancy us to take any one of the teams easy. Blue Nose John asks me in the live chat about, do I remember the last time we played Sturm Graz? Yeah, we lost to them in Austria, but beat them 5-0 at Ibrox. Callum C is going to get the prize this morning for optimism. Callum, you've got the best optimism in the world, mate. Defo, mate. They're all pish. We should stroll it. Doesn't say Mold and Genk are decent, but reckon we could hump them. Obviously, Mold are not one of the teams we could face, though, in this. Aldo, love his attitude as well. Says, don't care who we get. I fear no foe. We are the people, Aldo. We are the people. Let's quickly whiz through the rest of them. Callum's putting his money on us, getting to the group stages straight away to get your money on there. Callum's doing it as well. I still remember the noise when we drowned at that Champions League anthem. Sturm Graz was scared of us that night. Yeah, that's you can see that on YouTube. That's fantastic. Brilliant. 0-2 in Austria could be a dangerous opponent. Any European opponent can be very dangerous. As I said in the comments, any European team can be dangerous. They're not a team that we play regularly. Obviously, we play the Scottish Premier League teams regularly. Even to some extent, you see the EPL teams regularly, don't you? You see them on the TV, you see them everywhere. But the situation is that, we don't play the likes of Sturm Graz or Dniprovsky or TSC or any of those teams on a regular basis, and their leagues are not very well covered. So, at the end of the day, you don't know who you're going to face. You don't know what you're getting until you've actually got them in front of you and you actually come to play them. But look, I've got huge faith in Michael Beale setting the team up to be victorious. Aldo says, any team in any round of Champions League will be difficult for us. So I've been saying, yeah, any team can be difficult. We simply can't be as shambolic as we were away to USG, says Blue Nose John. Callum C says, every team we could come up against probably has a stadium with a capacity of 20,000, if that. That's certainly the case of Dnipro, who've been playing their games in Slovakia. Malky says, good morning. Ramy Smith, new name. Morning, Ramy. How are you? Good to have you on board. Good to have on board lots of different new people as well in this live chat. Quick, trying to get through the comments before we get to obviously the draw. Morning troops, give us anyone. We've got, is the draw on TV? Yes, it's on. Well, no, it's on TV, Roman. It's on the UEFA website or the UEFA YouTube channel. Son Clear Brahman asks, his face blue ? Son, are you the guy that watches all the Steelers stuff as well? I need to leave for work in about 20 minutes, Helen. That's how we can get the draw done before that then, John. But John, the one problem is you do know how UEFA like to spin everything out. We should be winning against any of these teams, any of these rounds, says Stephen Nelson. We have a much bigger and, dare I say, better prepared this time. I agree, Daniel, 100%. Obviously, John going to have to leave for work. Like I said, unfortunately, UEFA do like to spin it on. Written Stars will face Genk. Says Donald here. McDugster says, morning, everyone. Ramy Smith says, I'm good, mate. Bring on anyone. Let's show we're a better place than last season's Champions League display. And George, all the way from Colne, Lancashire, says, good morning, Owen and troops. Right, guys, just a few reminders before obviously this draw gets underway in a couple of minutes' time. So who could, Gordon Murray as well. Good morning, Gordon. How are you? Good to have you on board. Borna, good to have you on board. Hugo, sorry, good to have you on board. Bring it on, says Munro. Aya Catherine's not one of the teams that we're going to face at this moment in time. So let's have a quick look. Who could we face? So at this moment in time, Rangers are one of the seeded teams in the Champions path to the group path to the, I read the UEFA website this morning for the rules and everything like that. It's about as clear as mud. It really is. Typical UEFA. Seeded teams, we're with the seeded teams: Rangers, Marseille, PSV, and Braga. So we could face any of these teams in the next round, in the third qualifying round. So that's Sturm Graz of Austria, who I think we know a little bit more about. Finished runners up to Red Bull Salzburg. If I could speak this morning, would be helpful. TSC are a Serbian outfit. Don't know a great deal about them. Servet or Genk, Dnipro or Panathinaikos. Now, they're the teams we could face. Now, situation is this: those teams have not yet played their game. Song clip, I recommend, but yeah, I'm sure I recommend. Yeah, I do Steelers, Pittsburgh going, mate. We've got lots of people saying about Panathinaikos will be a good match. Panathinaikos. We've got Tech says PSV Eindhoven. We could face them in the next round still. Panathinaikos, we got you. Panathinaikos, Petros Karlis is hopeful that he gets us. Obviously, Panathinaikos fan says that he's confident he's going to beat Rangers. Don't think he's living in the real world. And you haven't even won your game against Dnipro yet, mate. So I wouldn't get too overconfident. So it's all Dnipro, please, says Glasgow Gangland. John says, here we go. And we've got Morning Bears as well. So, yeah, at the end of the day, we could have faced any of those teams. Now, look, it's going to be a tough game, tough game. Like I said, we don't know who we're going to face yet. Now, Dnipro, Panathinaikos, Servet, and Genk play tomorrow night in the first leg of their ties. So we don't know yet, obviously, who's going to win out of those games. The draw is just getting underway now. They do the Champions League theme playing. Who cares? I'll pump any of them. Teddy Bears, RFC, buddy. Teddy Bears, good to have you, mate. Jay Walker, I think is Tam. Bring on Greeks or Scots, just as mental as the Greeks. Obviously, as well, there's a lot of people worried considering, how we performed in last year's Champions League group stage, weren't they? So there's a lot of concerns there, but I think that's a different team. I think it's a different, obviously, Michael Beale will set the team up completely differently. I think Michael Beale had the team already. So we are now in the House of European Football in Nyon. And a guy called Tobias Hedstuck, who is head of competitions and calendar, is conducting the draw. Apparently, we're in for a very special season. That's what he's saying to us. Because, of course, UEFA can't just do the draw, get on with it and have it done and dusted. We've got to spin it out. We've got to talk rubbish for about 20 minutes. We've got to do everything. But yeah, the second qualifying round obviously kicks off tomorrow, as I've said. So the Panathinaikos fan in the live chat giving it the big 6-0. You haven't even beaten Dnipro yet. So, mate, I'd rein your neck in if I were you. So the other thing as well you've got to consider is if we do qualify for the group stages, we will be seeded ahead of Celtic in the draw. So they will be in pot 4. We would be in pot 3. Why would that be? Because our coefficient is better than theirs. Because as we know, Celtic are about as much use as a 3-pin plug in Europe, aren't they? They're absolutely useless in Europe and probably will be this season under Brenda. Brian Muir says, who cares who we get? We'll take any of them. 100%, buddy. 100%. Let's see who we're going to get. And they're still waffling. Seriously, man. Get on with it. He's saying, congratulations to other teams for getting it. It means, come on. Just get on with it, man. We still get the money than them. Ha, 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 says that. It's on the internet. It is on the internet. Yeah, it was on the UEFA website. That's where I'm watching it at the moment. But having a bit of a watch along. Well, now there's about like 20 people there. It's not great. Derek Gray says Champions League theme on repeat right now. Champions music, bring it on. Yeah, that's who I would, Jay. That's Tam. That's who I would love to have in the next round if we get through this round. I'd love a grudge match against Marseille. We owe them, don't we? So they're talking about the first leg match has been played on the 8th and 9th of August. Yeah, Callum, they will drag it out. They always drag it out. They love dragging it out. Drag it out. Cut rubbish. It's UEFA. You go and read their competition rules. Go and read any of their rules. It's like when one word will do, Zane, it's on the UEFA website, mate. Well, now we've got a bit of the draw principles are explained. So clubs are seeded in accordance with the coefficient ranking. So oh, seriously, man, get on with it. Seriously. We've got Blue Nose John saying he'd love Braga again if we get through. Would be good, wouldn't it? I see. Let's see. Peter Villa. Let us see. Peter, are you Dutch, mate? That's a good name. There is the league path and the champions path, apparently. Oh my God. Seriously, get on with it. These bureaucrats get paid obscene amount. They do. They get paid absolutely shed loads for talking rubbish. That Champions League tune gives you those shivers at the back of your neck. It does. It was nice that night we did drown it out with hello, hello. And that's as much as I'm singing because I don't want to get taken down off the internet. So there we go. Copyright strike if you show it. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Can't see it. If I can't actually show the draw. If you want to watch the draw alongside, guys, do what I'm doing. I've got it on my phone up here whilst I'm talking to you guys here on YouTube. I'm watching the draw and talking along. We talk. It's nice to have a talk along. It's nice to have people in the live chat contributing. 42 people watching at the moment. Fantastic. Thank you to have you on board. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, remember this is a channel that brings you daily Rangers updates. If you're a Rangers fan, hit that sub. You get your daily Rangers updates. You'll get your live streams during the season. You'll get your podcast, including the podcast coming up tonight, 8:15. Myself, Grant from Heart and Hand, and of course the lovely Victoria Searle as well. What am I watching it on? I'm watching it on the UEFA website, Nathan. Oh man, seriously, with this explanation is just going on and on and on. You know what? If you struggle to sleep, watch the UEFA draw. Watch the explanation, man. Seriously, they could do anything. I'm sorry, mate. I don't understand that. It's in Greek, I think. Would love to watch Rangers game on a live chat with troops. Would be good. Well, that's what we do. Callum here makes me feel old and nostalgic. But the minute I hear the Champions League tune, takes me back to my first Euro game. A wee one, Marseille at Ibrox, 92-93. My daughters are watching the German ladies destroy Morocco on TV after the Women's World Cup going on now. Okay, here we go. And we're still waffling. Seriously, these guys love the sound of their own voice. They really do. And I know I could say that about me as well, but you know what? This is ridiculous. Get on with it. Seriously, just get on with it. How long does it take to put some balls in a thing? Pull them up, open the thing, go, that's who you're playing. I mean, seriously. Let me do the draw. Right, we've got loads of pots and balls, but here we go. Come, seriously, man. Waffle, 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 waffle. Get on with it. So we're not actually featuring, I don't think, in this part of the draw. Winners of, they're talking about Dinamo, Astana, a team I can't even pronounce in Poland, Karabag, which I think is a wonderful name, Zorinski, Slovan Bratislava, Ajax Athens, Limassol, Beit Borislav, Maccabi Haifa, and Sheriff. None of these teams that we can face. Yeah, 100% agree, but buddy, they are. Blue Nose John, yeah, good on having you on board there, mate. Ajax Athens, got an Ajax Athens fan in the live chat as well. Guys, smash the like if you can. Draws a borderline brain damage. Just pull the teams out as we can get on. Agreed, mate. Agreed. Calm down, it'll get done. Yeah. Hugo says, "Come on, Rangers." Bill King says they've got to justify their wages. Yeah, yeah. We've got a Sparta fan, a Gala fan. So apparently the team that gets drawn first. We've got a Groningen fan. The first draw is for the other half of the draw, which we're not really interested in at the moment. Apparently, German ladies are winning 5-0. Luke Smith's been banned from the live chat. Luke Smith, if you come on and make horrible comments like that, you're gone, mate. Good morning, Owen. Love the morning updates you do. Listen to them every morning. Thank you very much, Gallant. Bit of speed now on the draw. So apparently, the winners of match 3, whoever that is. What a bunch of knobs. Seriously, man. Get on with it. So far we've got Zrinski Bratislava versus Tiraspol or Haifa. Yeah, they do, mate. It's on the UEFA website, mate. Just go onto the UEFA, just Google UEFA website and you'll find it. It's on there. Here we go. Last bit of this other half of the draw that we're not really interested in, that we don't really care about. Ajax Athens. There you go, Ajax Athens fan. You've been drawn with a home leg first, and you will be playing. You're playing Dinamo. So you're playing either GNK Dinamo from Croatia or Astana Ajax Athens. That's who you're playing. Hope we don't get a group of death this season, 100%. Yeah, hope we just start luck winning like Man City and teams like that. So they're just summarising the other paths. So there's 2 paths on this draw, which is really weird. Yeah, number 55 says, I've got a meeting 11 at 11:30. Get your finger out, UEFA. 100% agreed, mate. And still now we've got the next, which is the second group, which again doesn't feature Rangers. This features Beiderbecke, Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Vilnius, Helsinki, Molde, Klaszewik, Hacken, Benny Traore's team, Sparta Prague, another team I didn't get to say it. We're on the away tie. You can watch it on the UEFA website, mate. UEFA website if you want to watch the draw. Would love Real Madrid at home to sicken the Tims and the media, 100%. It'd be great. I'd love to. Yeah, Real Madrid would be a great team to draw, wouldn't it? It'd be a hell of an experience. And also going to Santiago Bernabeu or even FC Barcelona, that would be amazing as well. I've been to the Camp Nou. It's an amazing stadium, guys. Absolutely amazing stadium. Fantastic stadium. Not as good. Not actually is nowhere near Ibrox, but it's definitely good. If we reach the groups, I want at least one. Glamour says Gallant. Yeah, 100% agree. So we're going to the other half of the draw now at the moment. Obviously, we will get to Rangers eventually. I think what they're doing is they're saving the best to last. Obviously, Ajax Athens have already been drawn. They can't play Rangers. Yats won. 339 people watching this live, guys. If you can all smash the like for me, that'd be really helpful. Thank you very much. So game 1, Ludogorets Ljubljana versus Vilnius or Galatasaray. Galatasaray, obviously, who are very interested in Yanis Hadji, of course, former of team, obviously, of Georgie Hadji. Sturm Graz says Carl Dodsey says in the live chat, hit the like button, 100%. Thank you, Gallant. Let's just get the pishiest team, and then we get the groups. Let's just get the group stage first, 100%. But obviously, I think the next leg, if we get through, will be tougher against PSV, Marseille, Braga, teams like that. So the first leg at home of the set of this next bit of the draw, Gala want Hadji just for sentimental reasons. Yes, they do. Beiderbecke, Copenhagen versus Sparta Prague. That could be a hell of a game, couldn't it? Sparta Prague versus Copenhagen. That could be a hell of a game. It seems weird, doesn't it, that some of the teams like PSV, Marseille, Rangers could miss out, and Braga could miss out, yet some of these other pishy teams could get into the Champions League. Seems very strange indeed to me. Anyway, 347 people watching. Please smash that like. And also remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, help us to get to 3K subs. If all of you 347, press that sub button now. If you're not all subbed, you'd help us get there straight away to 3K subs. Klaszewik, Hacken versus Helsinki or Molde in the Group 2 side of the draw. Sturm Graz would still be tough, says Gallant. Yes, they would. Let's see now. Hopefully, we'll be getting on to Rangers now and having the draw featuring Rangers. That'd be great if we did. Thank you very much, everyone who's joining. We scraped past USG in this round last year. All games will be tough. It's what I was saying at the start, Gallant. You don't know, obviously, with European teams because you don't play them regularly. What you're going to face against them, do we? But with the signings we've made, with the new manager we've got, I've got every confidence that this team can advance into the group stages of the Champions League. So now we're in our half of the draw. Rangers, Braga, Eindhoven, Marseille seeded. Then we've got winners of match 1, which is Servette Genk, Sturm Graz, winners of match 2, Dnipro Panathinaikos, and FK TSC Bakala Topola. What a name. What a name. Krusty the Clown, I can't show the exact thing. I'm watching it on the UEFA website, mate. Born a Bear, please make the Rangers group stage. I'll sicken the other mob. Yeah, absolutely. It's the playoff round that concerns me, says Gallant. Yeah, most absolutely. Marseille, PSV, all them lot. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, so playing the first leg at home is, here we go, guys. SC Braga drawn out first. They will play their first leg at home against. We'll play TSC Bacala Topola. So it's Braga TSC. Guys, trying to keep on top of your comments and watch at the same time is not easy. Here we go, guys. Come on, let's see what we've got. Oh, I'm nervous, man. Butterflies. Don't know why. It's just a draw. Oh, here we go, guys. 373 watching. Smash the like. First leg at home. Rangers FC. We play at home first, guys. We play at home first. We will play either Servette or Genk. It's the draw we probably didn't want. So Rangers versus Servette or Genk. Could be. That's going to be hard, man. So Rangers will play Servette or Genk in this round of the Champions League. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just see what the rest of the draw is, and then we'll get to talking about, obviously, our draw there. Servette or Genk, easy pumping, they say, says Krusty the Clown. But we're at home first. Home first, guys. We're going to play at home at Ibrox first. We've got to get a good lead, I think, to take away there. So the next round is Dnipro Panathinaikos versus Marseille. So obviously that leaves PSV. Good draw, says Jay. Not too bad. We fear no one. Come on, the Rangers. Come on, the famous. Darren Knox says tough draw. Great draw, says Aldo. We'll need a good lead to take to Genk. Tough. That's if Genk get through, of course. You know, who knows? Who knows? They'll fear us, says Teddy Bears. We fear no foe, says Borna. Let's have a look. So Sturm Graz versus PSV Eindhoven. That's going to be a big game, isn't it? So just to summarise our side of the draw, Braga v TSC, Rangers at home to Servette or Genk, then Dnipro versus or Panathinaikos versus Marseille, PSV versus Sturm Graz. Okay, guys, let me know what you think of that draw in the comments. A tough draw, easy draw. What's your opinions on that game? Now, obviously, that game has not taken place yet. Tam says not Genk, not what they used to be. Derek Gray says need a clean sheet and a couple of goals at home. We can do it. No surrender. Not bothered who we play. Come on, the famous, says George. Who have we got, says Lucas? We've got Servette or Genk in the third qualifying round. Where was I watching it? I was watching it on the UEFA website, mate. Glasgow Gangland says Genk, I'm happy with that. We have enough experience in the team that's played Belgian football. We'll be fine. Come on, the Jers. So we'll be playing Genk. Joe should take care of Genk should take care of Servette, but you never know. I would expect to get through either of those teams, says Bob. Hey, Bob, how you doing this morning? I'm a good buddy. With so many new players playing at home first may work in our favour. Great point, Hugo. Would like to be away first. Unfortunately, we're not, Mr. Dugster. We're at home. Hard one, but it's Rangers in it. Genk's results have been shite, says Callum. Ewan Minton, hi, I'm happy with the draw. Hope we can win that one. Hopefully, Ewan, good to have you, mate. We dealt with Antwerp and Standard no long ago, says Borna Bay. Yeah, so obviously we have Genk or Servette. Now, there is obviously that game starts. The first leg of that game is tomorrow night, 7 o'clock kickoff. So I think there'll be a lot of Rangers fans perhaps watching that game and looking at who we might play in the next round. Looking at Genk, looking at Servette. Their first leg is obviously, you know, them, and then the second. We've obviously got to hope that, well, we don't know who's going to get through. It's more likely to be Genk than Servette for obvious reasons. I think Genk are the stronger team. Genk have lost an awful lot of players, though, this summer, and have lost a lot of players during the January transfer window. One of their top young talents, Andras Nemeth, who appeared for Hamburg on Saturday in a friendly game. Genk's last game, they won 2-0 against Burnley. Previous to that, they drew 1-1 with Sporting and lost 3-2 to PAOK Salonika. So, you know, Genk, I think most people are saying it's going to be Genk. Most people are favouring Genk to get over Servette. But like you say, you never know what could happen. You look at their squad. their squad hasn't got any, what I would call big names or names you should fear in it. Just having a quick look over this squad now, there's nobody there that kind of jumps off the page at you to cause fear, does it? So the key thing there is getting that first leg lead, isn't it? That's what we've got to do straight up, is get the first leg lead, take it there. And look, I trust Michael Beale, to set up to get this team sorted. Derek Gray says we could have had a much harder draw, but still not easy. We need to be at it. We can do it. Clean sheet at home and nay bother. Alex says good draw. Callum C says Sakala, Roof, Dessers up top. Maybe Danilo, mate, if the rumours are to be believed. Sturm Gratz would have been class, says Aaron Maguire. Glasgow Gangland says, thanks for your time, lad. Back to work now. No problems, Glasgow. What was the draw, guys? Missed it. So, Deacon, we've got either Servette or Genk. We play at Ibrox first on the 8th or 9th of August. And then the follow-up game is the 15th. I'll go over that in a minute. Bring on Genk. Gunk of Genk. He. I'm late. Who we get? Servette or Genk, mate? We will run them over at Ibrox, says Mark Grimes. Bob Steele says, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Who we got Hadji from? Any worries the Belgium league starts early? I think they'll be more ready. Raskin will be up for it. He will. We drew Servette again. Glitch Wolf says, if we get to the group stage, I want Madrid, Feyenoord, and Young Boys. All right, Philip Schofield. After the USG game, I've learned not to overlook anyone. True. Like I said, there's no easy games in Europe. Yeah, I agree, Gallon. I would have much rather had the home game last. It's much easier when you know what you've got to do. Is it Cyril Dessers would have good information on Genk? That's a great point, Blue Nose John. Cyril Dessers did actually play, didn't he, for Genk? That's a brilliant point. I don't know, Aaron. I'm sure the club will now be on it and getting it sorted. I can tell you Genk will be more worried than we are, says Matt Gunner. Let's hope so, mate. So just a quick brief on that. So the ties, here we go. So what's wrong with my computer? I do apologize, guys. I was very amateurish there. So first leg will be on the 8th or 9th of August, with the second leg on the 15th of August. So that will be when the qualifiers. We will have played Kilmarnock by that game. And obviously the 15th of August, we will have played a couple of games leading in to that game as well. So we will have had some match practice on top of obviously the friendlies coming up against Olympiacos, and TSG Hoffenheim. Derek Gray says, Genk will have some talented players. Don't know much about the Swiss mob these days. Good draw. Robert Blank says, hope it's Genk. It's £270 already for Geneva Airport. Yeah, Switzerland is expensive, mate. Dessa's 3 goals in 3 games for Genk. He does have some information on that. Tam says, cheers, Owen. Hit the like button. Thank you, Tam. Please hit that like button. That'd be great if you can. Hopefully the new players will hit the ground running, says Joe Biden's handler. Yeah, look, I think that's another positive. We've got Hadji, who's played in Belgium. We've got Raskin, who played in Belgium. We've got, players who've got experience of playing in Belgium. So at the end of the day, I think there's a good opportunity there that we can take this game. We've got to have confidence in Michael Beale and how he sets the team up. We've got to have confidence in our new players. I think with the formations that Beale is looking to play, and I think Beale is going to use a very fluid formation this season. Box midfield, which can change for 3 at the back, which can go to a 4-3-2-1, a 4-3-3, a very fluid formation. We've got better players this season. I think we're much better set up to do it. Blue Nose Johnson needs to turn Ibrox into a cauldron of noise. First leg, got to be, absolutely. John Lammy says, cheers, Owen. No problems, John. Anytime, brother. Belgium for a wee jolly for some good strong beer. Derek, that's a great shout, mate. Servette are a Swiss mob. They are. Genk, Servette play tomorrow. We're keeping an eye on that game. Genk have lost a lot of good players over the season. They have, Mark. Roof played in Belgium. Yep, absolutely did. Bob Steele says, thanks for keeping up. Absolutely, mate. Always ready to talk Rangers. We are far bigger and better team than Genk. Won't be easy, though. Yeah, we've got to show that. And that's what we've got to do, Matt, when we go out and play on the first leg on the 8th or 9th. I'm sure that will be confirmed very shortly as to when the tie will be. Day in a life. Yes, we kind of got Genk. We've got Servette or Genk. They've still got to play, mate. And that starts tomorrow night. Their first leg is tomorrow night. Just a reminder, there is a podcast tonight with myself, Grant from Heart and Hand, and obviously the lovely, beautiful Victoria Searle joining us tonight. So please come and join us for that podcast. It'd be great to have you on board. Hugo, not a problem, buddy. Right, guys, I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to watch this impromptu live, obviously, for this Champions League draw. As always, guys, there's 2 things I want you to do for me. Number 1, smash that like. And number 2, always remember for me, we are the people.